Yes, Akash, Akash Jain, can you summarize whatever the discussion of the last lecture? I am audible to everyone? Akash, Aniket, Atharva, Aditya, are you there in the class?
Yes,
Akash
sir.
Jain, I am audible. Yes, Aniket, I am audible and screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can anyone summarize the whatever the discussion of the last lecture? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
So last lecture we discussed about merchant circle diagram,
Yes, correct.
which is used to analyze the cutting forces of orthogonal plane
Yes.
and how is making it discuss.
Sorry, apart from that, in the last lecture, we discussed more about how to draw the merchant circle for the analysis of the force. Okay, so in that, we have seen what are the different kinds of the angles and what are the different kinds of the forces we are going to calculate by using the merchant force circle analysis, and what is the purpose and what are the different kinds of the application for which the merchant circle of the force that is being drawn and considered, and what are the important assumptions. On the basis of that assumptions, we are in a position to find out whatever the cutting forces and the different kinds of the angles. Okay, I think I'm audible to everyone. Yes, Devang.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now today we are going to discuss more about, we have seen how actually the step by step drawing of that merchant circle diagram which is to be there, what are the different types of the forces which are there and what are the different kinds of the angles which are there, correct? So we have seen this step by step procedure, how to draw the merchant circle. Okay. This is what is the discussion of the last lecture. Then now today we will try to discuss more about what are the important formulas. Some of the formulae which I already learned during the lectures, but still you need to note down this particular the important formulae. Such as we know in the previous slides, we are suppose using the different kinds of the formulae. So in that the different notations are there. Okay, so you can keep your the notations which are the same as previously discussed, or you can note down this particular the different kinds of the notations now we are using. Okay, so don't get confused between the notations. So whatever the first point you can note down, it is request to all, please note down this important formula, because on the basis of that we are going to solve the numericals today. Okay, so as we know, first important formula is about what is the chief thickness ratio. Okay, so as normally we know, it is denoted by the r, small r. Initial notations which we are using, T0 by T1, correct? TC rather, T0 by TC. So here we are considering the T1 and T2. R is equal to ratio of T1 by T2, where T1 is the cut chip thickness and the uncut chip thickness, that is the T2. Similarly, when we are considering this formula which we have not mentioned, and it is not also present in the previous slide related to the chip thickness ratio. So you can note down another relation when we are considering the chip thickness ratio with respect to the tool geometry, means the different kinds of the angle such as the shear angle and the rake angle. So you can write down that particular the T2 is equal to T1 into bracket ratio of cos of angle phi minus alpha divided by sine of angle phi, bracket complete, where phi is the shear angle and alpha is the rake angle. So may I again request you, yes?
Sir, can you go to the previous slide? Actually, I had to note it.
Okay, okay. Please note down.
Thank you, sir.
So it is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay, okay. So you can use that formula R is equal to T1 by T2 or T0 by Tc also you can use. But whatever the notations are there, so keep the same notation while solving the problem to avoid the further confusion. Okay. So R is equal to T1 by T2.
Okay, sir. Done.
हो गया आपका लिखना?
हाँ, sir.
Okay, okay. So next you can write down this. This is visible screen on the current slide 1 to 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can write down this formula to find out the relation between the chip thickness ratio and the different kinds of the angles in the tool geometry, such as the shear angle and the rake angle. So T2 is equal to T1 into bracket ratio of cos of angle phi minus alpha divided by sine of angle phi, that is the shear angle, and bracket close. Okay. Then apart from that, there is again the chip reduction coefficient, which is denoted by an small k. So you can write down the another formula related to the small k, which is normally used to calculate the degree with which the chip reduction is going on for the particularly or the specific kind of the conditions. So small k is equal to T2 by T1, which is equal to cos of angle in a bracket phi minus alpha divided by sine of angle phi, or simply we can consider R is equal to 1 by k. A measure of machinability is expressed by the chip thickness ratio. Okay, हो गया आपका नोट करके फॉर्मूला k is equal to T2
Yes,
by
sir.
T. Okay, then you can write down for R also. R is equal to 1 by k. This is the chip reduction coefficient. You can use the small k for that. Okay. Now next one. Shall we move to the next slide 125?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Now next one is about Taylor's tool life equation. I think you have written all that particular when Vedes are conducting this particular the lecture. Okay. If not written properly, so you can note down. This is the Taylor's tool life equation, which is given by Taylor in 1907. Okay. So Vt raised to n, small n is equal to capital C. Okay. That is actually the relation between the cutting speed tool life. Okay, so where V is the cutting speed, which is in meter per minute. Capital T is the time in the minute for the blank wear to reach a certain dimension. Then capital C is the constant and small n is the exponent. Okay, so the value of that particular small n, that is the exponent, which is depend upon the what kind of the cutting conditions. So it is mentioned what kind of the material which is to be there in the problems, or if it is not mentioned, then we have to remember. Okay. So according to the material, it is given. So for the HSS tools, so it is given 0.1 to 0.15, and for the carbide tools 0.2 to 0.9, and for the ceramic tools it is 0.4 to 0.6. It is normally given in the problem. If it is not given, then you can assume the minimum and then you can solve the problem. Okay. So this is the simple Taylor's tool life equation. Vt raised to power small n is equal to C. Okay. Then another important formulas which are related to the tool life equation. Okay. So in which we are going to consider the depth of cut and whatever the kind of the feed rate per revolution. Okay. So before going to that, one must know what is meant by depth of cut and what is meant by feed, and then the feed rate per revolution. Okay. So again, when we are considering this particular the formula V2 raised to power n is equal to C. Okay. So again, by considering the depth of cut and the feed rate per revolution, that is the F. we can rewrite that particular the formula. Vt raised to power n into small d raised to power m, okay, is equal to C. And also by considering the feed rate, Vt raised to power n is into small d raised to power m, and small f raised to power k is equal to C. Okay, so please note down this again formula related to the Taylor's tool life, that is the extension of the Taylor's tool life equation. ओके, नोट डाउन करके हो गया आप लोगों का?
हाँ सर.
Okay, next one. Regarding the machinability index or machinability rating. So we know what exactly the machinability means and how we are going to define the machinability index. Okay. We already discussed machinability is what? It is nothing but it is one of the important property of the material. Okay. So machine and ability. Okay. So ability to get machine. That is what we can simply define machinability means. Okay. Machinability we can define in another way by considering the different parameter. Okay, regarding the surface finish of the machine part, that is the one of the important point. Second one is about the tool life obtained, and third one is the force and the power required for the machining purpose. So according to that, we can define the machinability also. Okay. So simply when we are considering the machinability related to the particular type of the material, so we can consider that, or we can say that the good machinability that is indicate the good surface finish, longer tool life, lower the force and the power requirements. Okay, so that results in the whatever the kind of the different types of the chips as we seen how they are formed. Okay, so machinability again plays an important role in the formation of the different types of the chips. Okay, so you can write down that particular the formula machinability index or machinability rating in terms of the percentage, which is equal to ratio of cutting speed of the material for sigma 0 minute tool life divided by cutting speed of the free cutting steel for sigma 0 minute of the tool life into 100. Okay, so it is mentioned that machinability ratings are based on the tool life of T is equal to 60 minutes, and apart from that also whatever the kind of the material for the brass, then wrought aluminum, then pearlite gray iron and the stainless steel, machinability index or machinability rating which is mentioned for the brass is 300, for the 2011 wrought aluminum it is 200, pearlite gray iron it is 70, and for the stainless steel it is 25. ओके, हो गया आपका नोट डाउन करके? आदित्य काकड़े, Aditya, I am audible? Okay, okay. Shall we move to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now next one is about when we are going to calculate the tool life for the minimum cost and the maximum production. Okay, so as we know normally what are the different kinds of the factors which will affect the tool life. Okay, So in that we have seen there are the different kinds of the factors which are there. Okay, so while considering this particular the factor, so as we know, again we have to calculate whatever the kind of the one of the parameters, just it is mentioned here, tool life for the minimum cost and maximum production. Okay, so when we are going to calculate such kind of the requirement regarding the tool life, so one must know what exactly the total cost of the machining per piece. Okay, so how we are going to calculate the total cost of machining per piece? By considering the addition of machining cost per piece plus tool cost per piece, and third is the tool change cost per piece. So when we add all these cost per piece three differently, machining cost per piece, tool cost per piece, plus tool change cost per piece, when we add together, so we can easily find out the total cost of the machining per piece. So when we want to calculate these three different costs one by one, so for that particular case, we have to consider the some of the different notations. Likewise, it is mentioned on the slide number 127. Like capital is the L is the length of the job which we want to turn, which is in mm. Okay, capital D is the diameter of the job. Again, the unit is the millimeter. V is the cutting speed. Unit is meter per minute. Then capital N is the revolution per minute, means RPM of the spindle. Apart from that, F, small f is the feed. Unit is the mm per revolution. TCT is nothing but the tool change time, which is in again minute. Capital T is the tool life, again in the minute. Then T is equal to into bracket ratio of C by V, bracket complete, raised to power 1 by n. As we know, Vt raised to power n is equal to C. That is what is the Taylor's tool life equation we are considering. Then K1 is the cost related to the direct labor and the overhead, which is rupees per minute, and K2 is the tool cost divided by the cutting age includes the cost of the regrinding. So these are the notations which will helpful when we are going to calculate the total cost of the machining per piece. Okay, so which includes the three different kinds of the cost. Okay, so first you can just note down the important formula which is required. The first formula to calculate the machining cost per piece, which is equal to capital K1 into Tm. Okay, so we are going to calculate this particular the cost. So Tm is what? Is the time to machine the one piece. Okay, small t m is the time to machine the one piece. So that is again L by Fn. Okay, so we know the L is the length of the job which we want to turn, F is the feed, and N is the capital N is the number of revolution of the spindle. Okay, so as we know, again for that the formula which is again equal to L is the pi dl, whatever the type of the formula which we know when we are considering the V is equal to pi dn by 1000. Okay, so we can rewrite that particular the formula, machining cost per piece K1 into Tm. So that is again we can rewrite capital K1 into pi dl divided by Fv into 1000. Okay, so this is the first formula which will contribute to calculate the total cost of machining per piece. Are you getting my point? Jaydev, Jagtap?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So please note down, because these are the important formulas which are required while solving this particular the numerical. So this is the first formula. Again, we have to consider the second and the third formula for that calculation of the total cost of the machining per piece. आपका नोट डाउन करके हो गया तो मुझे बताओ. Okay, write down the notations also and the formula also, correct? Okay, now again I repeat, please remember that whatever the books, suppose you are using for this particular the unit number 1, so they may use the different notations. Okay, so don't confuse between the notations. Try to understand what exactly the process and how we are going to calculate that particular the required machining time or the tool life. That is what is more important. Okay. So shall we move to the next slide? Amit Gaikwad.
Yes, sir.
Okay. आप लोगों को नोट डाउन करके हुआ तो मैं आगे का स्लाइड जो है इम्पोर्टेंट टू फॉर्मूलेज आर देयर, so that will show you. Okay, next one. So in that it is mentioned, it is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So in that is mentioned that the second cost which we are going to consider, the total cost per piece. So how we are going to calculate the total cost per piece? So it is total cost per cutting edge multiplied by number of tool failures to machine a one piece. Okay. Again, if we consider the tool failure per piece is equal to TM. TM just आप लोगों ने previous slide में देखा था formula. What exactly that TM means? Okay. So TM is nothing but the time to machine a one piece. Okay. So we have written that formula. TM is equal to K1 into pi dl by FV into 1000. Okay. So that is the formula. And T, as we know, it is given in the here. T is equal to this Taylor's tool life equation. From that Vt raised to power n is equal to C. So we can use the T is equal to C by V raised to power 1 by n. Okay. So from that, if we put together, okay, in this particular formula, and after solving this, so we are getting the tool cost per piece, which is equal to ratio of K2 into pi dlv raised to power 1 by n minus 1 divided by 1000 into small f into c raised to power 1 by n. Okay. This is the second formula which we'll use to contribute for the total cost of the machining per piece. Then the third one, an important one, the tool change cost per piece, which is equal to capital K1 into tool failure per piece into TCT. So we know what exactly TCT means. It is nothing but the tool change time in the minute. Correct? So K1, again tool failure per piece TM by TT into TCT. We know the tool failure per piece. For that, the formula which is to be there, and by considering all these, so total cost per piece which is equal to K1 into pi dl by 1000 into F into C plus K2 into ratio of pi dl v raised to power 1 by n minus 1 divided by 1000 fc into raised to power F into C into raised to power 1 by N. And lastly, the K1 is equal to pi d LV raised to power 1 by N minus 1 divided by 1000 into small f into capital C raised to power 1 by N into TCT. That is what is the formula, final formula to calculate the total cost per piece. Okay? हो गया आप लोगों का note
Yes,
down? Shall we move to the next slide? Gopal, Rutvik.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, next slide again, that will give whatever the important formulas, just we already discussed. And if you are noted down also or not, if you are written or noted, so you can note down. So as we know, some of the important formulas which are there related to the theory of the metal cutting, such as the mu is the coefficient of friction, so which is equal to capital F by N, or we can consider the tan of angle beta. Again, the detail which are mentioned about the how to calculate the F and N. Okay. And then finally the F is equal to Fc into sine of angle alpha plus Ft into cos of angle alpha. Okay. So likewise, there are also the formula to calculate the shear force, then normal force to the shear, and apart from that the shear plane, shear stress, shear plane length, shear strain rate. Okay, so that are in the next slide number 130. Okay. Shall we move to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Amit Gaikwad.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. This is again the important and the last slide. So it is visible to everyone because more formulas are there in that particular. I think it is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So fourth formula is about to calculate the N. Capital N is equal to Fc into cos of alpha minus Ft into sine of angle alpha. You can note down if it is not visible. So just I will read here. It will be easy to understand. Okay. Then fifth number formula is about the Fs is equal to Fc into cos of angle phi minus Ft into sine of angle phi. Okay. Or we may rewrite that the formula for the Fs is equal to R into cos of angle in the bracket phi plus beta plus alpha. Okay. Then next formula number 6, Fn is equal to Fc sine of angle phi plus Ft into cos of angle phi. Then seventh one, shear plane area is equal to small b into T1 divided by sine of angle phi. Then shear stress small fs is equal to capital F small s divided by A into small s, which is equal to Fs into sine of angle phi divided by small b T1. Then length of the shear plane, formula number 9 serial wise, T1 small t1 divided by sine of angle phi. Then shear strain shear strain, which is here using the letter small l is equal to ratio of capital K square minus 2k into sine of angle alpha plus 1 divided by capital K into cos of angle alpha. Here it is mentioned capital K is equal to 1 by R and alpha is the rake angle. Okay. So after solving this, or you can again note down shear strain L is equal to cos of angle phi plus tan of angle phi minus alpha. That is another formula for the shear strain. Now shear strain rate, it is there. Formula number 11. Shear strain rate, which is denoted by capital S. Okay. It is the ratio of Vs divided by the thickness of the shear zone, Ts. Small ts, thickness of the shear zone. And here it is mentioned that the maximum value of the Ts is approximately 25 into 10 raised to power minus 3 mm. Then formula number 12. It is related to the particularly the kind of the cutting process, that is the orthogonal cutting. Okay, particularly in the turning operation which is performed on the lathe machine. Okay, so it is mentioned that the value of the T1 and B are equal to T is the feed, T1 is the feed, and B is the depth of cut. So in some problem related to this orthogonal cutting, there might be the values which are not given. So we have to remember what exactly the kind of the T1 is the notation which we are using and B is the notation which we are using. Okay, so in that again the lambda is known 90 degree, means that is what is the orthogonal cutting process which is there. Then 13 number formula related to the VC and VS. So VC is equal to V into square bracket sine of angle phi divided by cos of angle in a bracket phi minus alpha, small bracket close, then square bracket close. So similarly we can note down the formula for the VS also. Vs is equal to V into square bracket ratio of cos of angle phi divided by cos of angle in a bracket phi minus alpha, small bracket close, and the square bracket close. We may note down again the formula for the Vc is equal to R into V, small r, small v. Okay. So next, number 14 is related to the oblique cutting process. So T1 is given, T1 is equal to F into sine of angle, lambda is there. So lambda is nothing but it is an approach angle. And B is equal to D by sine of angle lambda, that is the approach angle. Okay. Then formula number 15, that is the material removal rate in mm cube per minute is equal to capital A small c AC into V. Okay, so AC is the cross section area of the uncut chip. AC is the cross section area of the uncut chip. Okay. Again, we can use the formula AC is equal to small b into small t, and the material removal rate MRR is equal to small b into small t into small v. Another formula which is used when the D and the F which are given. So material removal rate is small d into small f into small v. Okay. Apart from that, three formulas, four important formulas are there in line with that same. Formula number 16, you can note down this. Tan phi is equal to, which is not here. Tan phi is equal to ratio of R into cos of angle alpha, ratio of R into cos of angle alpha divided by 1 minus R into sine of angle alpha, bracket close. Okay, that is the formula number 16. Then 17, specific cutting resistance. Then 17, specific cutting resistance is equal to FC, capital FC, divided by small f into small d. Specific cutting resistance, capital FC, divided by small f into small d. Or we can note down specific cutting resistance is equal to FC divided by capital F small c divided by small b into T1, small t1. Okay, then you can again note down R is equal to small r, that is the chip thickness ratio, is equal to T1 by T2 is equal to L2 by L1 is equal to VC by V. VC by V. And last formula, specific power consumption is equal to power divided by material removal rate. Yes, are you getting my points? Whatever the important formulas are there. So I hope everyone understood properly, and it is there in your notebook while solving the important numericals. Okay. So on the basis of that, we will try to solve the numericals. Okay. Okay, I am audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after this lecture, second lecture कौन सा है आपका?
सर रिवाइज टाइम टेबल नहीं आया हमको.
नहीं, रिवाइज नहीं, अभी जो रेगुलर चल रहा था उसके हिसाब से बोल रहा हूँ मैं. फर्स्ट लेक्चर इज इलेक्टिव, देन सेकंड
DME है शायद.
ओके. चौगुले सर.
हाँ सर.
Okay. So most probably tomorrow we will conduct one lecture. So I will let you know the timing exactly. So whatever the formulas just we have written, so on the basis of that we will try to solve some numericals. Okay. So once we solve the numericals related to this, the formulae, such as the chip thickness ratio, then Taylor's tool life equation, then whatever the different kinds of the formula related to the material removal rate. So it will be easy to get the idea about this particular the points. Okay. So I will inform you accordingly what exactly the time. Are you comfortable tomorrow to just conduct an 1 hour lecture just to solve the numerical? Okay. So no other any theoretical discussion which is to be there. So just to solve the numerical. Are you okay or comfortable, or please let me know, or we will conduct if it is not possible due to some important work, we can plan on the next another day also. Okay. Amit, Amaya, Amaya.
Sir, like if everyone is ready, sir.
Yes, you can take the call from the entire students, and please let me know on my personal WhatsApp group, or on the whatever the group which is there for the third year. Okay. So please wait for a while. So,
Yes, sir.
yes. So please wait for a while so that I can mark your attendance. Okay.